this is the book. It's in Chinese, French, and English. I'm reading the English version. It's very small, The Little Prince, and I'm about to finish this. I want to finish this today as I'm going away, so I won't take this book with me. So, welcome and follow my account. Thank you. Hey, this one doesn't work. I'm confused. I think it's working finally. Okay, good. Looking good. Okay, I'll start. We are at chapter, what is that? 17, I think, chapter 17. I'll start reading, and you can leave a comment if you have any ideas or you have any questions you want to discuss. We'll just talk. Okay. So then, the seventh planet was the Earth. The Earth is not just an ordinary planet. One can count. There are 111 kings, not forgetting to be sure the Negro kings among them. 7,000 geographers, 900,000 businessmen, 7,500,000 tipplers, 311 million conceited men, that is to say, about a lot of grown-ups. To give you an idea of the size of the earth, I will tell you that before the invention of electricity, it was necessary to maintain over the whole of the 6 continents a veritable army of 462,511 lighters for the street lamps. Seen from a light distance, that would make a splendid spectacle. The movements of this army would be regulated like those of the ballet in opera. First would come the turn of the lamplights of New Zealand and Australia. Having set their lamps alight, these would go off to sleep. Next, the lamplights of China and Serbia waved back into the winds. After that would come the turn of the lamp-lighters of Russia and the Indies, then those of Africa and Europe, then those of South America, then those of North America, and never would they make a mistake in the order of their entry upon the stage. It would be magnificent. Okay. Earth is the 7th planet. The little princess paid a visit, and Earth is much bigger comparing to the past 6 planets. It's bigger in size, and it's bigger in different occupations. Like we've been acquainted with other occupations from other planets, like the king and the tippler and the businessman and some other occupations. So on Earth is really different. There's a lot of grown-ups, and this book, The Little Prince, is about the grown-ups and the kid. Okay. Only the man who was in charge of the single lamp at the North Pole and his colleague who was responsible for the single lamp at the South Pole, only these two would live free from toil and care. They would be busy twice a year. Okay. Chapter 18. When one wishes to play the wit, he sometimes wanders a little from the truth. I have not been altogether honest in what I have told you about the lamp-lighters, and I realize that I run the risk of giving a false idea of our planet to those who do not know it. Men occupy a very small place upon the earth. If the 2 billion inhabitants who people its surface were all to stand upon and somewhat crowded together, as they do for some big public assembly, They could easily be put into one public square, 20 miles long and 20 miles wide. All humanity could be piled up on a small Pacific islet. The grown-ups, to be honest, will not believe you when you tell them that. They imagine that they feel a great deal of space. It's too loud outside. Some construction going on. 哎呦妈呀！Okay, it's too hot. It's too hot today. We'll continue on the earth. The grown-ups, to be honest, will not believe you when you tell them that. They imagine that they feel a great deal of space. They fancy themselves as important as the boy-bubs. You should advise them then to make their own calculations. They adore figures, and they will please them, but do not waste your time on these extra tasks. It is unnecessary. You have, I know, confidence in me. When the little prince arrived on the earth, he was very much surprised not to see any people. He was beginning to be afraid he had come to the wrong planet. When a coil of gold, the color of the moonlight, flashed across the sand. "Good evening," said the little prince. Courteously, "Good evening," said the snake. "What planet is this on which I have come down?" asked the little prince. "This is the earth. This is Africa," the snake answered. "Ah, then there are no people on the earth." "This is the desert. There are no people in the desert." "The earth is large," said the snake. The little prince sat down on a stone and raised his eyes toward the sky. "I wonder," he said, "whether the stars are set alight in heaven so that one day each day of us may find his own again. Look at the planet. It is right there above us, but how far away it is." "It is beautiful," the snake said. "What has brought you here?" "I have been having some trouble with a flower," said the little prince. "Ah," said the snake. And they were both silent. "Where are the men?" The little prince at last took up the conversation again. "It is a little lonely in the desert." "It is also lonely among men," the snake said. The little prince gazed at him for a long time. "You are a funny animal," he said at last. "You are no thicker than the finger." "But I'm more powerful than the finger of a king," said the snake. The little prince smiled. "You are not very powerful. You haven't even any feet. You can't even travel." I can carry you farther than any ship could take you," said the snake. He twined himself around the little prince's ankle like a golden bracelet. "Whomever I touch, I send back to the earth from whence he came," the snake spoke again. "But you are innocent and true, and you come from a star." The little prince made no reply. "You move me to pity. You are so weak on this earth made of granite, the snake said. "I can help you someday if you grow too homesick for your own planet. I can." "Oh, I understand you very well," said the little prince. "But why do you always speak in riddles?" "I solve them all," said the snake. And they are both silent. Okay, this is the little prince's first adventure on the earth. And the first thing, the earth is very big, but actually human, like we think we occupy the earth. We are a lot of us on the earth, but actually the first animal the little prince met was a snake. So he asked the snake if I'm coming to the wrong place, because the geographer from the other planet said you should go visit the Earth if you want more adventure and you want to see more people, more professions. So here the little prince came. But the snake is friendly, so let's see what's happening next. Where's the little prince adventure here on the Earth? And he in the end he made me like narrator who got a air. So who is trying to fix his plane and get out of the desert. Okay, this is chapter 18. The little prince crossed the desert and made with only one flower. It was a flower with 3 petals, a flower of no account at all. Good morning, said the little prince. Good morning, said the flower. Where are the men? The little prince asked politely. The flower had once seen a caravan passing. The flower had once seen a caravan passing. Men? She echoed. I think there are 6 or 7 of them in existence. I saw them several years ago, but one never knows where to find them. The wind blows them away. They have no roots, and that makes their life very difficult. Goodbye, said the little prince. Goodbye, said the flower. Okay, this is funny, this part. It's like, from a flower's point of view, our human, we don't have root, so the wind is easily blow us away. So humans are nowhere to be found to a flower, because the flower is there like all its life. Okay, let's go back to the original line. It's like, the wind blows them away. They have no roots, and that makes their life very difficult. I don't know. I mean, like, philosophically, it's easier if you have a root. Like, everybody is like, we are looking for a root, something like anchor to make ourselves, like, the life is easier. Make the life easier, and we have a meaning to life. The root is kind of like your anchor and your root to the society and to your life. So I think it's easier for plants because they have roots naturally, and they will just grow their roots. That's their mission for their life. But for us, we can be blown away by a wind as we don't have roots as a human. So what's our anchor? What your anchor should be? So let's probably just think about this question. Like, I think personally, everybody needs something to give some meaning to their lives. Like, we are looking for, most of us, looking for status, money, or whatever it is. It is something like make us feel we have some value to this earth, to this life. Okay, let's continue chapter 19. After that, the little prince climbed a high mountain. The only mountains he had ever known were the 3 volcanoes, which came up to his knees, and he used the extinct volcano as a footstool. From a mountain as high as this one, he said to himself, I shall be able to see the whole planet at one glance, and all the people. But he saw nothing, save peaks of rock that were sharpened like needles. Good morning, he said courteously. Good morning, good morning, good morning, answered the echo. Who are you? Said the little prince. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Answered the echo. Be my friends, I'm all alone, he said. I am all alone, all alone, all alone, answered the echo. What a queer planet, he thought. It is altogether dry and altogether pointed and altogether harsh and forbidding. And the people have no imagination. They repeat whatever one says to them. On my planet, I had a flower. She always was the first to speak. I have flower, okay. I mean, like, the little prince, he left the planet because the flower speaks too much. Like, the flower demands his attention to everything. And now he's on the earth, he's out for adventure, to looking for something else, maybe some meanings to his life. Then he started to think about the rose, his rose. Okay. Chapter 20. But it happened that after working for sand and rocks and snow, the little prince at last came upon a road, and all roads lead to the abodes of men. "Good morning," he said. He was standing before a garden, all abloom with roses. "Good morning," said the roses. The little prince gazed at them. They all looked like his flower. "Who are you?" he demanded, thunderstruck. "We are roses," the roses said, and he was overcome with sadness. His flower had told him that he was the only one of her kind in all the universe, and here were 5,000 of them, all alike, in one single garden. She would be very much annoyed, he said to himself, if she should see that. She would cough most dreadfully, and she would pretend that she was dying to avoid being laughed at, and I should be obliged to pretend that I was nursing her back to life, for if I did not do that, to humble myself also, she would really allow herself to die. Then he went on with his reflections. I thought that I was rich with a flower that was unique in all the world, and all I had was a common rose, and 3 volcanoes that come up to my knees, and one of them perhaps extinct forever. That doesn't make me a very great prince. And he lay down in the grass and cried. Okay, this is pretty cute. Like on the little prince, planet. Thank you. On the little prince planet, he's like all he has is like the rose and a little flower, a rose. The rose claimed that she's the only one in the universe. Then now he saw a lot of thousands of roses on the earth, so he is shocked. I think this story of like the little prince is something like a person's heart, like in your heart you have a small land secret to yourself, maybe only you live there, and one day there's a woman joined in your life, or a man, whatever it is, and it's just there in your life and demanding you and making a lot of questions. Then you start to feel like, okay, it's too annoying, I need to leave. Then the little prince left, and he is on this adventure. Like sometimes we escape from our own life, we want to like maybe something else, so we adventure, we get out to adventure. I don't know, like people usually when you go long enough, you'll go back to where you started. Like you realize something you have, like for now, something you have is already very precious. You need to start to cherish what you already have. Okay, I think that's the idea. Share your thoughts. Okay, chapter 21. It was then that the fox appeared. "Good morning," said the fox. "Good morning," the little prince responded politely, although when he turned around, he saw nothing. "I'm right here," the voice said, "under the apple tree." Who are you?" asked the little prince, and added, "You are very pretty to look at." "I am a fox," the fox said. "Come and play with me," proposed the little prince. "I'm so unhappy." "I can't play with you," the fox said. "I'm not tamed." "Oh, please excuse me," said the little prince. But after some thought, he added, "What does that mean, tame?" "You do not live here," said the fox. "What is it that you are looking for?" "I'm looking for men," said the little prince. What does that mean, tame? Men, said the fox. They have guns and they hunt. It is very disturbing. They also raise chickens. These are their only interests. Are you looking for chickens? No, said the little prince. I'm looking for friends. What does that mean, tame? It is an act too often neglected, said the fox. It means to establish ties. To establish ties? Just that, said the fox. To me, you are still nothing more than a little boy who is just like 100,000 other little boys, and I have no need of you, and you, on your part, have no need of me. To you, I'm nothing more than a fox like 100,000 other foxes. But if you tame me, then we shall need each other. To me, you will be unique in all the world. To you, I shall be unique in all the world. Okay, I think it's a funny explanation of tame. I mean, usually tame is like if I tamed an animal, like it's my pet. But here, the fox idea is like, if you tempt me, we will be friends forever, and I will need you forever, and you will need me too. Okay, I think if you have a pet, you are related to this. But I don't know. I don't have a pet, so I don't want to tame anyone or anything. Okay, I'll continue. I'm beginning to understand, said the little prince. There is a flower. I think that she has tamed me. It is possible, said the fox. On the earth, one sees all sorts of things. Oh, but this is not on the earth, said the little prince. The fox seemed perplexed and very curious. On another planet? Yes. Are there hunters on that planet? No. Ah, that is interesting. Are there chickens? No. Nothing is perfect, sighed the fox. But he came back to his idea. My life is very monotonous, the fox said. I hunt chickens. Men hunt me. All the chickens are just alike, and all the men are just alike. And in consequence, I am a little bored. But if you tame me, it will be as if the sun came to shine on my life. I shall know the sound of a step that will be different from all the others. Other steps send me the hurrying back underneath the ground. Yours will call me, like music, out of my burrow. And then, look, you see the grain fields down yonder. I do not eat bread. Wheat is of no use to me. The wheat fields have nothing to say to me, and that is sad. But you have hair that is the color of gold. Think how wonderful that will be when you have tamed me. The grain, which is also golden, will bring me back the thought of you, and I shall love to listen to the wind in the wheat. Okay, I like this part. This something about different steps. I shall know if you tame me, like the fox said, if you tempt me, like we are friends, I shall know the sound of a step that will be different from all the others. Like, usually when people come, the fox will just run away for cover. But if his friend with the little prince, he won't run away. He'll run to the little prince. Okay. The fox gazed at the little prince for a long. Please tame me, he said. I want to very much, the little prince replied. But I have not much time. I have friends to discover and a great many things to understand. One only understands the things that one tames, said the fox. Men have no more time to understand anything. They buy things already made at the shops, but there's no shop anywhere where one can buy friendship, and so men have no friends anymore. If you want a friend, tame me. What must I do to tame you? Asked the little prince. You must be very patient, replied the fox. First, you will sit down at a little distance from me, like that, in the grass. I shall look at you out of the corner of my eye, and you will say nothing. Words are the source of misunderstandings, but you will sit a little closer to me every day. Okay, and this is pretty. I don't know. The definition of the way if you want to tempt someone, you can follow this. I think you can follow this. You just sit nearby him, and don't talk. Just get closer to him every day, and sit closer each day to him, and then he will like let go of his guide, and he will be your friends. Like this one, words are the source of misunderstandings. And for human, for us, I think we created the words, and we talk to, I don't know, talk to ourselves, talk to others every day. But sometimes the words you say can be misunderstood, and we have a lot of misunderstanding between each other. So there's problems, conflicts. But each time if you want to talk with someone, I think better you use the same language. I mean, it's not the language we are using, the language like Chinese and English, or it's not that. It's like the language you will decipher as the same meaning. For if I say something bad to you, and probably it's not the bad things I want to hurt you, but something else, something I just is covered under the surface of this language. Okay. Okay, I'll continue. The little prince came back. It would have been better to come back at the same hour, said the fox. If, for example, you come at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, then at 3 o'clock I shall begin to be happy. I shall feel happier and happier as the hour advances. At 4 o'clock I shall already be worrying and jumping about. I shall show you how happy I am. But if you come at just any time, I shall never know at what hour my heart is to be ready to greet you. One must observe the proper rites. Okay, what is a rite? Asked the little prince. Those also are actions too often neglected, said the fox. They are what make one day different from other days, 1 hour from other hours. This is a rite. For example, among my hunters, every Thursday they dance with the village girls. So Thursday is a wonderful day for me. I can take a walk as far as the vineyards. But if the hunters danced at just any time, every day would be like every other day, and I would never have any vacation at all. So the little prince tamed the fox, and when the hour of his departure drew near, "Ah," said the fox, "I shall cry." "It is your own fault," said the little prince. "I never wished you any sort of harm, but you wanted me to tame you." "Yes, that is so," said the fox. "But now you are going to cry," said the little prince. "Yes, that is so," said the fox. "Then it has done you no good at all." "It has done me good," said the fox, "because of the color of the wheat fields." Okay, because the little prince, he has the like golden hair, so the wheat in the ground is golden hair too. So every time when the little prince left, the fox will think about him, and he's going to be sad. So I don't know, like as there's like connections between people, they will have some like feelings. Not only like the emotions would not be pure happiness, there will be sadness and some other feelings too. But I mean, all the emotions in humanity is good. It's all the emotions, including the sorrow, the sadness, and even the anger. we need to allow the emotions live within us. If we don't have any emotions, we are nothing. We're nothing. We're not a human being. Okay. And then he added, "Go and look again at the roses. You will understand now that yours is unique in all the world. Then come back to say goodbye to me, and I will take you a present of a secret. I will make you a present of a secret." The little prince went away to look again at the roses. "You are not at all like my rose," he said. "As yet you are nothing. No one has tamed you, and you have tamed no one. You are like my fox. When I first knew him, he was only a fox like 100,000 other foxes. But I have made him my friend, and now he is unique in all the world." And the roses were very much embarrassed. "You are beautiful, but you are empty," he went on. "One could not die for you. To be sure, an ordinary passerby would think that my rose looked just like you, the rose that belongs to me. But in herself alone, she is more important than all the hundreds of you other roses, because it is she that I have watered, because it is she that I have put under the glass globe, because it is she that I have sheltered behind the screen, because it is for her that I've killed the caterpillars, except the 2 or 3 that we saved to become butterflies. Because it is she that I have listened to when she grumbled or boasted, or even sometimes when she said nothing, because she is my rose." Okay, this is beautiful. It's like a love letter to his rose. But it's far away. He left the rose to realize his rose is unique, is the only one in the world, because he put effort in nurturing the rose, and that's his rose only. Although there are thousands of roses out there, looks very similar, but none of the rose is the rose of the little prince. Okay. And he went back to meet the fox. "Goodbye," he said. "Goodbye," said the fox. "And now here is my secret, a very simple secret. It is only with the heart that one can see rightly. Not what is essential is invisible to the eye." This line, I think, is pretty popular and famous. It is only with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye. Okay, I mean, the heart to feel emotions, to feel everything. Like sometimes with your eyes, you will see the rose is demanding, or she looks exactly like the other roses. But in your heart, you know that the rose is different. Your rose is different from the other roses. Okay. "What is essential is invisible to the eye," the little prince repeated, so that he would be sure to remember. "It is the time you have wasted for your rose that makes your rose so important. It is time I have wasted for my rose," said the little prince, so that he would be sure to remember. "Men have forgotten this truth," said the fox, "but you must not forget it. You become responsible forever for what you have tamed. You are responsible for your rose." "I am responsible for my rose," the little prince repeated, so that he would be sure to remember. Okay, this line, I really like this one. "It is the time you have wasted for your rose that makes your rose so important." It's just like us, relationships between human. We spend time with someone. We're not actually not necessarily do something very meaningful every time, all the time, every day, but you spend the time with the person, and you are building connections between each other. And as you are building relationship with someone, it's your responsibility to take care of him or her. And that's the only way to build something long lasting. It's not about, okay, you don't spend time with him or her as doing things even there's like meaningless nothing, but it's still important to uh, any healthy and long lasting relationship or friendship. Okay. Next chapter. Good morning, said the little prince. Good morning, said the railway switchman. What do you do here? The little prince asked. I sort out travelers in bundles of 1,000, said the switchman. I send off the trains that carry them, now to the right, now to the left. And a brilliantly lighted express train shook the switchman's cabin as it rushed by with a roar like thunder. They are in a great hurry, said the little prince. What are they looking for? Not even the locomotive engineer knows that, said the switchman, and a second brilliantly lighted express thundered by in the opposite direction. Are they coming back already? Demanded the little prince. These are not the same ones, said the switchman. It is an exchange. Were they not satisfied where they were? Asked the little prince. No one is ever satisfied where he is, said the switchman. And they heard the roaring thunder of the third brilliantly lighted express. Are they pursuing the first travelers? Demanded the little prince. They are pursuing nothing at all, said the switchman. They are asleep in there, or if they are not asleep, they are yawning. Only the children are flattening their noses against the window panes. Only the children know what they are looking for, said the little prince. They waste their time over a rag doll, and it becomes very important to them. And if anybody takes it away from them, they cry. They are lucky, the switchman said. Okay. I think it's like the little prince is preserving human life now. Like we are riding on those express trains and we are going nowhere actually, but we are in a rush. We don't have time for the views for life. We're we're tired and we're not kids anymore. And kids wasting his time on the doll, but he builds relationship even with the doll. But us, we build nothing. We constantly just feel lonely. We feel the urge. We need to go somewhere, but actually, nowhere is home. Okay, next chapter.